John Beltran back at Bead Digger Stadium. It's been all Bead Diggers as expected tonight. All they need is 5 more points, and they eclipse the 200-point mark at home. They've outscored their opponents at Bead Digger Stadium this season 195-21. Estes Park has been outscored on the road 245-13. So it's no surprise the Bead Diggers lead this game 42-0. Cardenas to kick it off. An awesome sophomore kicker line drive. Bounces. Fielded at the 10. Running to the 15. A throw across the field. And it's caught, but a knee was down. It was initially fielded by David Klein. And he threw it all the way across the field to Kyle Robidart. And it was a nice lateral, but unfortunately it went nowhere. He caught it with a knee on the ground, so he was down right there at the 15. And that's where Estes Park has the football with 4:58 to go before the break. And the Bead Diggers up 42-0. 2 touchdowns apiece from C.J. Kukas and Tanner Morrow. Also finding the end zone, Vince Albo, and most recently Skylar Seawald from 12 yards out. Frankie Keller-Twigg in a shotgun. 1st and 10 for the 15. Keller-Twigg's going to hand it off on the inside. And squeezing his way to the 18-yard line is Kyle Robidart. Maverick Seawald made the tackle, but it's a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Keep in mind, we cannot go to a running clock according to the Colorado High School football rules until the second half. The Bead Diggers are already there with a 42-point lead, but if Estes Park cuts into this lead before halftime, it would not be a running clock, so the Bead Diggers have to preserve the shutout. 2nd down and 7, pitch left, and a gain of a couple to the 20-yard line. Brian Riley on that pitch, and the Bead Diggers were there to swarm him under. Ethan Brost made the tackle. 3rd down and 5 to go for Estes Park. Under 4 minutes to go in the opening half. Brush 42, Estes Park nothing. On 3rd and 5 from the 20, 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Robidart the lone setback. Here's the pitch to Robidart, swings it to the outside. He's got running room up the right sideline. 1st down, he's loose, and he's poked out of bounds across the 35, and maybe right there, but it's a gain of 15 for Kyle Robidart. And the drive continues. Vince Albo was the closest Bead Digger. If not, Robidart would still be running. So it's still not guaranteed a running clock unless Estes Park is held in check and does not score in this opening half with the Bead Diggers up by 42. Northeastern Colorado's hometown savings and loan with locations in Brush and Fort Morgan is Equitable Savings and Loan. 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. 1st and 10 from the 35. The throw out in the left flat is caught by Riley, but he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a couple. Who got in and made that play? It was Chris Lee into the game. There'll be a loss of 2 on the pass to Riley. 2nd down and 12. Bead Diggers read that beautifully. With the ball at the 33-yard line. And again, that's what Estes Park does. They get up to the line of scrimmage. They look at their wristbands, look over towards the bench. The play is called, then they run the play. They do not align themselves in a huddle. Trips to the right, handoff to Robidart on the end around, running right to the 35-yard line, then trips at the 36. So he picked up close to 3 yards, setting up a 3rd and 9. Ethan Brost made the tackle once again for the Bead Diggers. This will be the 6th play of the drive for Estes Park coming up. 3rd and 9 from the 36. They've got to get just beyond the 45-yard line. The most recent 2 possessions, the Bobcats were in Bead Digger territory. Brush with a 42-0 lead. On 3rd down and 9, rolling to his left is Keller-Twigg. The pass is going to be incomplete. Thrown underneath to the 39-yard line. Off the hands of David Klein. And looked like Trevor Weitzel was the one who broke it up for the Bead Diggers. So Sam Keller-Twigg is out to punt. And Vince Albo back to receive for Brush. More than likely, that'll be Brush's final possession of the first half with only 2:18 to go. Awaiting the snap. It's a perfect one. Keller-Twigg gets it off a gorgeous, high, spiraling punt. And Albo drops the ball as he called for a fair catch, but then he falls on it at the 25-yard line. So the Bead Diggers have the football right there. But that punt was very impressive, 39 yards. And make it 40. Brush will start at their own 24-yard line with 2:10 to go in the half. You're listening to 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Greeley. I'm John Beltran from Bead Digger Stadium, where the Bead Diggers lead 42-0 over Estes Park. And they've got the football, 1st and 10, at their own 24-yard line. Mitch Tormolin is the new quarterback for the Bead Diggers. The Bead Diggers with their second team in there. Tormolin's going to roll to his right, looking to throw, setting up, throwing underneath, wide open. The pass is dropped at the 36-yard line. A little bit low, but Jesus Cardenas was wide open and just couldn't haul it in. 2nd down and 10. Yeah, threw it a tad low, but certainly extremely catchable. Maybe the Bead Diggers go to the ground game on 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. As they do lead by 6 touchdowns, lining along that left hash mark. Tormolin is going to hand it off on the left side, and the ball is fumbled by Chris Lee. It's loose. And does Estes Park have the football? I believe they do. At the 27-yard line of Brush, Chris Lee fumbled the football. So Estes Park takes over with 1:58 to go before the break. I mean, they've got a shot here to get into the end zone and not go to that running clock, because the 40-point lead has got to be after the break. And the Bead Diggers have second-teamers in there right now. But the second-teamers have done the job this year. And a shotgun is Keller-Twigg, 1st and 10 from the Brush 27. Back to throw, deep drop, looking, heaves it up the right sideline. That pass is going to be intercepted by Albo in the end zone, or was he out of bounds? Albo clearly caught it. He did, and it's going to be an interception, the 4th thrown by the Bobcats, and the Bead Diggers take over at their own 20. Excellent play by Albo. He just went back there like a center fielder since the ball was overthrown and made the play. By the way, with that Bead Digger turnover, they have turned it over at least once in every game this season. That's the only bad news. Now let's see if Brush can turn this around. Starting at their own 20 with 1:51 to go. Before halftime, leading 42-0. Got to hang on to the football, though. Tyler Carter and Chris Lee are in the backfield. Mitch Tormolin, the quarterback, on 1st and 10, is going to roll to his right, looking to throw wide open. Escadenas underneath, throws it to him, but the pass is over his head, out of bounds. He was open at the 30, but overthrown by Tormolin. 2nd and 10. This first half is taking a while to wrap up. But with a second team in there, the Bead Diggers want to make sure that they get the appropriate work, which they will in the second half. But unfortunately, they'll do it, at least unfortunately for them, under a running clock. 2nd down and 10 with a football at the 20-yard line. Tormolin is going to hand it off to Lee, running off left side, or check that. That's Blake. Trevor Blake with a rare carry. Across the 20 to the 24, Sam Keller-Twigg made the tackle, but a gain of 4 for Trevor Blake. 3rd and 6. Estes Park might try to take a timeout if they stop the Bead Diggers, as the clock runs inside of 1:20 to go. Now it looks like Lee and Blake, or check that, Lee and Carter in that backfield. 3rd and 6. Tormolin hands off to Carter, running left side. First down up the left sideline, across the 35 to the 40, and then he's knocked down. A big, strong run for Tyler Carter. They'll mark him down at the 42. It's a gain of 18 and a Brush first down. Now, Carter had that impressive run in the fourth quarter against the Platte Valley Broncos in that resounding victory by the Bead Diggers earlier this season. From the 42, clock continues to run, under a minute to go in the opening half. On 1st and 10, man in motion to the right. Tormolen will hand it off on the right side to Carter across the 45. Stiff arms a man to the 45 now of Estes Park. Inside of the 40, down at the 36. Another big run, a gain of 22 for Tyler Carter, and another Brush first down. He's got 40 yards on the last two carries. But I'm not sure the Bead Diggers are in a hurry to score before the break. They're certainly not going to call a timeout, not up 42-0. But they don't have much time left. We're under 40 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from the Estes Park 36. Backs remain split. Tormolen rolling to his right, looking to throw. And the pass is going to be caught underneath. A first down to Tanner Morrow, knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Gain of 15 yards, and Morrow was wide open along the right side. The clock stops with 25 seconds to go. Well, maybe the Bead Diggers have other thoughts, and they'll try to get into the end zone. 21 yards away with 25 seconds to go. Certainly, they've got time for at least a couple of plays, if not more, depending upon which plays they run. One receiver to the right. Pablo Gill in motion to the left. Tormolen will hand it off right up the gut to the 15-yard line. The 10 is Trevor Blake, and he's got a first down inside the 10 to the 8. A gain of 13 yards for Trevor Blake. Clock stops with 17 seconds to go. The Bead Diggers have 4 first downs in their last 4 plays. Clock is not restarted. Now it does. 1st and goal from the 8. Tormolen sends Gill in motion to the left. Tormolen will pitch it left to Chris Lee up the left sideline to the 5, and he's going to be down as he's still in bounds. If he's in bounds, the clock is going to run out. He's down at the 3. And did the Bead Diggers call a timeout? I think they did. Yeah, the Bead Diggers called a timeout, a gain of 5 for Chris Lee. With 3 seconds to go in the opening half. Now they want this unit to get into the end zone, and that's simply because they'll be playing under a running clock. Well, they're not going to get into the end zone, but this is good. They're going to kick a field goal, and the reason being is that Cardenas hasn't kicked too many this year. He had one early this season against Ray. Unfortunately, that was in a 42-31 loss, but at the time it was a big field goal for the Bead Diggers. So Cardenas is out there. This should be anywhere between a 20 and 21-yard field goal. This would give the Bead Diggers a 45-point lead. And officially, this will be a 20-yard field goal, left to right. Eric Garcia to hold. Yeah, if you need a big field goal in the playoffs like Cardenas delivered last year, you want some practice even this year. Awaiting the snap. It's down. The kick is up, and that one is high and short, and it is off to the right. A little bit off to the right. He had to kind of like short-footed because an Estes Park defender came through unblocked. We're at the break with a score. Brush 42, Estes Park nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.